Okay, I think we're up and running. So I wanted to thank you. I'll let you thank everybody, Darien, for coming and start us up a little ways, and then introduce each other. Except you're on mute. Okay, now you're not on mute.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thanks for joining the call. As I mentioned in the email, our girls are getting older and they are exercising less and not eating so great. And it's time that we, help them live a healthier lifestyle. For some of our girls are out of high school now, and some of ours are about to be out of high school. And it's just, we're kind of, some are in Special Olympics cheerleading, and some of our girls do other sports. And it's just becoming a critical time right now. And so I wanted to introduce you to Carolyn and Nancy tonight. They both have daughters with Williams syndrome, and I have known them for a number of years. We see each other at the Williams syndrome conventions every 2 years. And Carolyn and Nancy have been involved with a nutritional program, Juice Plus, and it's something that we've started a couple years ago. And I have been extremely diligent with it, and as well as Dean. And our kids have sort of been on and off over the years, but the girls are now tuning into it more. And so I wanted to get all of us together and have Carolyn and Nancy, talk with all of us about Juice Plus and its benefits, and just something to strongly consider. It's something that's simple, it's nutritional, and just all around, it's been around for years and has shown incredible results. And it's shown incredible results for me as well, and for Dean. And so wanted to share this all with you tonight. And so now I hand it off to Carolyn to kind of lead the way on this.
Sure. Well, I appreciate all of you taking your time tonight to join us on this call. And we've already kind of introduced each other. And so I assume that all of you are up in Darien's neck of the woods. And so that's pretty exciting. And I just appreciate that you took time, to join us. So we are recording. And then, so you can either share the call with somebody else later, or go back and listen to it again if there's stuff that you kind of didn't catch the first time or whatever. But so my own personal story with Juice Plus is that I learned about it almost 14 years ago when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And my oncologist said, you need to be eating 10 to 13 fresh raw fruits and vegetables a day, every single day. And that was the American Cancer Society's recommendation. And so I showed her my little bottles of Juice Plus. It looks like this. That's what it looks like. It's encapsulated fruits, vegetables, and berries. And I said, can I take it during chemo? And she said, absolutely. It'll fill in the nutritional gap for you. And I said, oh, so you must have heard about this before. And she went, no, I can read the label. It has a nutrition fact label, and it's just food. So if you turn around and you look on the back side of it, let's see if you can read that with my camera. That is a nutrition fact label. It is not a supplement. And that's really, really important. And so on our mission, one of the things that we like to do is we just want to help families get better and healthier. And Nancy and I connected 10 years ago, probably now. And just knowing that our kids didn't eat well. And so my daughter, Rebecca's 34. And Nancy and I partnered with each other with kind of a mission, not just to help. I mean, this helps all families, mamas, papas, kids, babies that haven't even conceived yet can benefit if their mamas and papas take Juice Plus. But we just knew that our population has trouble eating well, and they often have trouble absorbing well. And so, and they're certainly not eating 10 to 13 fresh raw fruits and vegetables a day, right? So we like to provide a lot of education. I think education is the most powerful thing we do besides get people started on the product. And we do it like this. We have Facebook events. We're actually doing a Facebook event this Sunday at 4 o'clock. It's kind of a Williams Syndrome Awareness Month nutritional event, but anybody with a disabled child would learn a ton. And I didn't know about the power of whole food nutrition. Nobody told me why I needed to eat so many fruits and vegetables until I had a crisis. And I thought I ate healthy, and I apparently was not. And so we are really simple. We don't have a big catalog. We have fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. So fruits are red, berries are purple, veggies are green. And then the other product we have is a vegan omega, which is really great brain food. And actually, there's a call going on at 9 o'clock tonight. I know it'll be recorded, and I think it's something that you guys will want to learn about. That's our newest product. The other thing we have is a Complete, which is a protein drink. One of the things that I thought of when I took my first table to a Williams Syndrome conference 12 years ago was that this is something young adults, high school people with disabilities can do on their own. So my daughter does at least one shake a day. She's old enough, she doesn't want me fixing her breakfast, and I don't want to fix it either. And she gets her little shaker bottle, and she puts a couple cubes of ice and some water and a packet of Complete in there. It comes in chocolate and vanilla, and she's good to go. It's probably the best meal that she could get during the day. And then the last product that we have is that we have an aeroponic thing called a tower garden. So it's growing up. And it was developed by Tim Blank, who was the chief horticulturist at Epcot. And it's, if you like control over your food and you want to grow your own and you don't have a lot of acreage to do that, and you don't want to get your hands dirty, it's a really neat thing. And so Darien actually just ordered hers. So I don't know if it's come yet, but it will be fun. I'm sure she'll be posting pictures as it grows. And so, you know, when I got started with this, here I was sick. I just needed the product for my whole family. I wasn't looking for a business, but I wanted the best possible price. And that's what I said. If you buy enough of this stuff, do you get a discount? And the answer was yes. And so, but then, so I, took it all through chemo and so on and so forth. And we all began to get healthier. Nobody got sick during that time, which was really important for me as I was trying to heal. And I was compelled. I couldn't not share it with people. It's like if you read a good book or go to a good restaurant, what are you going to do? You're going to tell somebody about that. So that's kind of what we do. And sometimes we do it this way. Sometimes we do it person to person. The Juice Plus product is 25 years old. It's backed by independent third-party research. There are now 38 clinical studies. You guys would love that, I think. I love that. Nancy really loves that. We call her, the Nancy is Nurse Nancy, so she will probably have some nuggets. We call them Nancy's Nurse Nuggets on our calls. She's brilliant, and if you really have specific health questions, she can tell you all the reasons why whole food nutrition is so critical to our population of people. It's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's free of pesticides and herbicides, and it truly is the next best thing to eating the actual produce. It's actually picked at peak ripeness, which nothing I go to the grocery store to buy is. So, tonight was salad from the Tower Garden, and it was great. But the current recommendation is 7 to 13 fresh raw fruits and vegetables. And this is simple. It's less expensive than juicing. It's less messy than juicing. And, the new guideline is half your plate fruits and vegetables every day at each of 3 meals. And nobody can do that. If you do, I commend you. So most of us won't, can't, we don't like a lot of what's on our plate maybe, and this is just an easy way to bridge the gap. We talk about having a gap. Our gap is like the Grand Canyon, but our company is so committed to making the biggest impact possible, and this is what I think you guys will really like. We have a program, it's called the Family Health Study, and if an adult takes Juice Plus, a child gets it free for up to 4 years, as long as you agree to send in your surveys every now and then. And that's ages 4 through college. So even our older kids can get the benefit. It's an opportunity to create prevention. And it's an opportunity to leave a legacy, because it works at the cellular level and has been clinically shown to repair and protect DNA. The complete product that we talked about earlier, that is again, 100% plant-based protein powder that you can mix up and make a drink out of it. It is gluten-free, it's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, there's no artificial colors or flavors, and it tastes good. It's not chalky and gross like some are. Darien can tell you that. I think that's something that they've found to be really, really helpful. And so it's just a really healthy fast food. The omega, oh my gosh. So omegas help brain health, and I didn't think I needed omegas because I was eating Juice Plus, right? And I didn't like fish oil. I didn't like the taste of it, and it made me burp, and I didn't like it. So when, I don't know if you are familiar with Dr. William Sears, but he is a pediatrician who is kind of world known, and he really pushed for us to have our own omega. So the cool thing about it is it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So fish oil is only omega-3. And so this is really the algae that the fish eat, that's the omega-3. And then there's buckthorn berry seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, safflower seed oil, and raspberry seed oil. And it, again, just like in Juice Plus, it creates this synergy where they all work together to give you the perfect blend of omegas that you need. And then we talked a little bit ago about Tower Garden. We grow ours indoors in the winter and outdoors in the summer. And it grows anything that's not a root vegetable. So won't grow carrots or potatoes, but it'll grow everything else. But our outcome is to educate people so that they know the importance of fruits and vegetables. And most of us don't know that. When you start reading the research, you go, wow, I had no idea. So we don't want to keep this a secret. We like to share it with people. Lots of people have lost hope regarding their health, and some about their financial future. And this is a great opportunity to, at a minimum, pay for your product. My thing was, I wasn't a working mom. I was juggling 3 kids and a husband that traveled. And so I didn't want to take out of our budget. I wanted to pay for it so that it was just a non-issue. And because we put 3 people on it, Rebecca was too old for the family health study. And so that's a real opportunity if anybody's interested in that. That's kind of what Darien's done. And but people will say, oh, now are you a product-driven company, or are you a business, like you have to join the company? No, 85% of people that take Juice Plus are customers. But what we say is we're neither. We are a mission-driven company because we want to make a difference, and we inspire healthy living around the world. We're in 28 countries. And so when I got my diagnosis, I was just grateful that somebody told me. And I don't ever want to be in that place where somebody says to me, oh, you knew about this and you didn't tell me, right? So what I want to do, and we'll close and then we can ask questions, but I don't know about you, but I'm somebody who, I do well with pictures. And so just think for a second. Imagine that you're in a really large room, and I want you to fill that room with everybody you know. The people that you love, your family, your friends, schoolmates, people you work with, people in your neighborhood, um, people that you see every day, or maybe you don't. And then ask her, I'm going to ask you some questions about those people that you just popped in that room. Would they like to be healthier than they are now? Would they like their children to be healthier than they are now? Would they like their parents or their grandparents to be healthier now? I have to tell you, I am so grateful. I mean, I saw what the possibility was 13 years ago. I wasn't liking it too much. My mom had Alzheimer's. I wanted to be a grandparent, and I wanted to enjoy my grandchildren. I still want to do that, and I hope to someday dance at their weddings. But so what I appreciate is the vitality that I have gained as a result of this. So I always say to people, gosh, if you're going to take this, make sure your kids have grandparents for a long time in life. And so who else do you know that would maybe want to lose some weight? I know Darien and Dean have a great story about that. And so just think about that and who might benefit from the product. Those same people might need some extra income. They might want to pay for their Juice Plus. Maybe they don't want to have to get up and clock in every day to a job. And there's certainly an opportunity to earn a little or a lot if anybody wants to. And sometimes people just want to be a part of a community that's healthy and vibrant and encourages them in their own health walk. And that's what I wanted and needed. I didn't know I wasn't healthy until all that happened. And I didn't know what changes I needed to make. And there's so much opportunity to learn about that kind of thing. So that's kind of, what Juice Plus is and who we are. And I'd be answered yes to any of that. I'd like to hear about that. And what I'm gonna do is just suggest that you connect with Darien, or we will do additional calls. But we said that we were going to really honor your time, and so I'm going to unrecord so we can go to questions, and I have to make sure I do this correctly and pause and